maybe some examples of times when within your list that you create, there are going to be prospects that you don't want to send the emails to. So for example, if a candidate has told you they don't want to work into a specific school, you may want to suppress any prospects from that school from receiving their marketing. So what we can do is we can create suppression lists for particular groups of people or schools. So to do this, go to the marketing tab and down to segmentation, just like you were making any other list, and across to lists. And click on add list. So when you give it a name, I just usually give it the school name and suppression list. So for example, Newbridge School suppression list. Save it in your folder. So obviously for me that's the Cardiff folder, but whichever folder you want to save it in, choose selected. So the difference is this time, don't tick the dynamic list box, just leave everything else blank now, that's completely fine, and create the list. And it will bring up this screen. So what we now manually have to do is add each contact from within Newbridge School to the list. So for example, here is Newbridge School. So everybody that falls under hiring managers, we need to add them to our suppression list. So let's look at Joanne Hazel. So back to Pardot. In this search bar here, type in Joanne Hazel, and that will bring up her. So click on her Pardot file, and it will bring up this. What you then need to do is go across to lists and click on the drop down. So these are lists that she's already part of. So click on the drop down and start searching for the suppression list that you've made. And there mine is, Newbridge School suppression list. Scroll down and click Save Lists. And Joanne Hazel will become part of the Newbridge School suppression list. So if you look at her lists now, there is, she's part of it, she's a member of that list. And then you just continue to do the same for all the hiring managers that belong to that particular school. And that is your suppression list created for that school.